Hello, let's see now together how can we simplify some surd. We said that surd is a square root that cannot be reduced to a whole number. So if we got square root of 9, we can see that we can simplify to 3. But square root of 32, for example, we cannot simplify to a whole number, so it's a surd. And how can we simplify a surd? We said before that we can take the number and find out its 3 prime factor. So, in order to do so, we need the prime number. There are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and so on. And we have to divide our number by the smallest prime number that we can find. Now, normally, when the number we are going to factorize is an even number, the first prime factor that we can use, the prime number is always 2. So, we can divide it 32 by 2 and we get 16. Then we still divide the 16 by the smallest prime number that we can find, that is still 2, and we'll get 8. And we can go on, 8 is divided by 2 give us 4, and then 4 divided by 2 give us 2. Now, we stop there because we find a 2, and 2, it's obviously already a prime number, so we cannot go further. So now we are in a situation that we found that 32 is the product of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So there are quite a few squared there. For example, we got 2 times 2, 2 times 2, and then we got an extra 2. So if we take this, if we take this 2 times 2, we can write this way, 2 times 2 times this 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times this one, 2. So we just rewrote square root of 32 as square root of 2 times 2 times square root of 2 times 2 times square root of 2. Now, we got this square root of 2, once again a mistake, we got this square root of 2 times 2, that is square root of 4, then we know there is 2. Then we also got this square root of 2 times 2, that is square root of 4, then that gives us another 2. And obviously we are always multiplying one to each other. And then finally, square root of 2 remains square root of 2. Now, we just have to do 2 times 2, that is 4, and square root of 2 we cannot multiply times the 4. Because remember, we can multiply numbers that are outside of the square root. In some cases, we can multiply numbers that are inside of a square root. In this way, if we have 2 square root of 2 times square root of 3, they are both inside the square root, so we can multiply and get square root of 6, but it is not part of the exercise, so we can just delete it. So our solution, the simplification of square root of 32, is 4 square root of 2. Why? Because once again we did the prime factor 3, we found out that there are 2 different squares. We isolate the square in different square root. Once we got a square in a square root, we can just transform this one into a whole number, and then we can multiply them together. Okay, hopefully this was useful, and I'll see you in class.